like we saw that symbol in Strange Antiquities. I remember the name of the game. It's not embarrassing that I forgot it for this long. Not at all. My old man reckons there's a plant where it can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of gold your way. Weeping Bell. Plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. Soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It's also known as golden light. Save time for later. I'm heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve. Oh no! Okay. Alright, I still think this is one of them. Maybe it's not though. Let's try and specifically match the flowers for now. Oh, okay, hold on. I mean, this looks exactly like this. We don't know what that is, but... Alright, that is not one. We know that's not one. That's not one. Okay, I think these are the wrong shaped petals. Not only that, but I don't know what else to call these, so I'm gonna call them antenna. This one has 4 coming out, while the other only has 2. This also has a line of yellow in the middle that doesn't feel represented at all over here. And I don't know, the line down it, like this looks exact. This has got to be one of them. Okay, so that's not going to be one. That's not going to be one. This isn't, that's not right. Okay, now this though. Look at the bend in of these petals. That's very similar to these. 2 antennae. So let's go with that. This is the only thing over here on this side that looks like this one. Faint line going through the blades like this. But I wonder if we should specifically be looking for something with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 petals, and that's too many. I'm gonna keep that over here for now though, but let's come look at the ones we already have. I'm gonna take that out of the running. I don't think that's right. Okay, I don't think that's right. This is kind of the right petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know that center looks right, though. Like, this is kind of speckled, and this is completely... Wait, no, this is speckled. Okay. I'm taking this one out. I feel really confident on the other two. That's the wrong kind of petals. I don't know that... We had this one last time, right? I mean, this looks a lot like it. Let's do it this one. Because I don't think these are the exact same we had before. Is it the right one? I mean, this is checked now, so it has to be, right? I'm gonna be super upset if I give it to him and it's not right. I mean, those plants made sense. Okay, Braylock's elixir. There, we got a new mushroom for the book. I've run out of... Oh, I can't remember its name. It's a sweet-smelling plant with purple flowers. I need it for reasons. All right, is that one we've already done? All the ones with question marks have ended up being ones we've done before. Didn't say sweet, though. There we go. What do you need it for? Oh, that's not what you wanted. Delicate scent? What's the long veracund? That's to lift curses. Scepter, she could be trying to do magic. Okay. That's a good boy. Hi, Simone. Oh goodness, Hellebora, you haven't been getting enough food. I was just playing with the cat. Don't, what? You know, I like you, but you'll be on my shit list. My mother's had me looking into the servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I'm not getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That and sneak in some Hellebore hugs. Tell my cat it's too thin. I just had a vet tell me my cat was too thin. It's actually not even what the vet said. It said it was just too small. She's not too small. She's just tiny. All right, I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any mention of the servant. But Lord Fremont's archives at Mooncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. Might be worth a visit. All right, what did that say? Muncaster. Muncaster Castle, right here. I follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. the Woken Dendru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Combe, to the south of Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from this world. And wait, hold on. Let's try that again. Many hundred of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Combe, to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know what 5 plants were required for the ritual, we know that 5 plants were required. These specific plants are not known. Okay, well, we know the Great Oak's right there. To the south of the Great Oak. Let's go look over there real quick. All right, south of the Great Oak. There's even a little clearing right there. Small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. This is the right place, but I'm too early. I need Verona Green's help to perform the ritual. Okay. All right. I like that it just straight up told us, don't do this yet. Calm down. Hi, John. Norwood, please. I find it the only thing that can help me from nodding off on the night shift. I like just helping the normal people. A bite of crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood release spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Okay, unnatural light. This is... I mean, that would be natural light, though, wouldn't it? How could we create unnatural light? Does the candle unnatural? I don't feel like the candle could be unnatural. But let me read this again. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant. So not a fungus. Effects of a cold bucket of water. It's claimed that Norwood releases spores. Do they mean this? It does mean this. Okay. All right, and that's the end of our day. Good day. We got that. I'm actually happy with how quickly we got through figuring out the elixir, so. I always forget to click on the damn card. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arter was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. So it sounds like Leah is our murderer / summoner? I guess we have not confirmed they're the same person. First letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light. The number of petals on a lucky Caballia flower. Well, I know the flower is 7. I say I know that, but we'll double check just to make sure. Yeah, finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to be good luck. What did the golden light become? Was it the Weeping Bell? Yeah, golden light. Okay. L. So L7. I amble through meadowlands, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection. 2 new ones. Don't think we have anything else to do right now. Hi, Bethany. It came for us. We were attacked in the night by the servant. In all my time in the forest, I have never experienced anything like what happened last night. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduana saved us. The protection! I did the protection one, so it saved them. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. One thing is clear, we cannot do this alone, and we must not allow the servant to get its hand on what it's looking for. I'm trusting you with this. A secret that the sisterhood has kept for hundreds of years. A tool to defeat the Woken Dendru. Keep it safe. Use it wisely. You'll know how to open it, of course. Okay, which one unlocks? Clavalium. Follow the Duden tributary to its source. First is the corpse, corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a pedal to secure Black Blood's reverse. So those are the 5 we need. We know the one to lift a curse, and we know the antidote for the poison. The corpse's friend, a reminder. I have an idea of what that could be. I don't know what the other 2 are just yet. The good news is we know we don't need to worry about that yet. That'll be kind of endgame, I think. But this... Follow the Duden tributary to its source. Duden. River Duden. So this is the source, right? Or is this the tributary? This smaller river? I think it's this. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is, growing in abundance. I remembered science, Mom. Okay, let me get that thing out of here. I'm getting rid of the cult paper, too. Can I put the book down there like I can the... I can. That's so much better than the map being there. Okay. Hey, we got mail. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pulliver's right now. Foxfield Trident. All right, I feel like I've seen Foxfield. Yeah. Trident's pointing right here. From Foxfield, the trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Zone Circle. Wait, there's another stone circle. That means I got no, because it said north of Undermere. So yeah, I always knew we were at the right stone circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. I'm going to Black Combi. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Embersoul. We did the Embersoul, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I used that for protection. But I don't remember where I put it. I was gonna say, it didn't feel like it was that long ago. Hi, Milton. Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. Oh, do you? I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in pursuing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Yes, please. Arnside Antiques. So I'm assuming we need to find a town of Arnside. Which is one I don't feel like I've seen a bunch. There we go. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. The tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their use is unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Elixir of the Damned. So this just tells me the plants, although I believe those are their Latin names. Said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us. This elixir will enable any drinker to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red power to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Okay. Well, I don't know that we have any, actually, I'm positive we don't have any use for them at the moment. So we'll wait for someone to need potentially 1 or 2 of them, or one or the other of them, before we bother spending too much time figuring that out. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the Stone Circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Okay. Endmore Raven Spider. Endmore Raven Spider. Endmore is a town, I believe. I swear I've seen it. Am I a crazy person? I very well might be. Is Enmore a river? Enmore. Okay. Enmore Raven Spider. Do we just click Enmore? Enmore, Raven, Spider. Oh. What are the rivers? River Kent, River Sprint, Endmore, Raven, Spider. ERS, Raven. Mix up the letters. Does it spell something else? I don't think so. Endmore, Raven, Spider. Where's all our other stuff? Okay, nothing visually hidden. Wait, are they on here? Okay, Raven and Spider. Okay. Maybe I needed to read the directions more closely. I know it said it could help me get to multiple places. Let me pull that file back out. It won't have a check mark, right? Briar's Disc, often called Smuggler's Disc. Yeah. Both parties. Yeah. To encode a location, you would then place a disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together. Oh, okay. I think I get it. All right, let me get the card back. Oh shit, hold on. I do think the UI is vastly improved. I wouldn't say vastly, actually. This isn't bad, but there's definitely a difference in the UI. Okay, so if they must be chained together, we start at Enmore. Raven points to this. And then we do Spider. A jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Amongst them some plants grow. Now, this is the most unidentified we've had, I think, the whole game. There's a lot sitting over here right now. Hello, Grace. Have you heard of this masked woman? I have. Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. Certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Dock to help me get through it instead. Okay, Daisy Dock. Simple potion that will grant courage, can be brewed from the leaves. Fear bringer, not courage bringer. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep in mind stuff for that later. So that ancient warriors would take that before going into battle. So maybe we should look for leaves like this, leaves of 3. Wait, that's bad, isn't it? Leaves of 3. She's gonna be itchy. No. Oh, okay. So these have 5 leaves, kind of leaf on a leaf. These only have 3 each. So we'll put that over there for now, because it could still be it. Oh, but this one has the 5. Let's go with this, and if it's wrong, we'll try the other one. Okay. Get that situated. We got mail? Letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Oh, God. Can I combine these? Syrup. I can't bring the thing in here, though? Okay. Ho ho. So you got it working. Oh, yes, yes, it works. It works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river. Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Hee hee. Okay. North of Bowfell, River Esk. Bowfell. Or the River Esk. Either. Okay, here's the River Esk. Oh, yeah, right there. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. Hi, Thora. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, woods west of Undermere, on the other side of the lake. Mushrooms. How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Okay. Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hope you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Do I need to identify this mushroom before... No, because I mean, I could write whatever I want on the label. The game would have no way of knowing I identified it. Okay. Talents. Is it Jack? Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palliance is in a class of its own, sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. All right, many short leaves. Somewhat pungent. You'd think we were looking for something fresher. Many short leaves. Pleasant fresh aroma. I think I just put this one through. Okay, that's another one down. Hi, Lorena. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some Trimble huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you know she's not worth the trouble. Oh, that's harsh. All right, the Trimble huff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. The cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water to allow easy access for pollinating insects. All right, these are kind of pointing downward. Oh, that calls them bell-like. Well, this says cup-like. Certainly feels like that matches a bit, though. And I don't see anything else bending down that would be able to... yeah. Oh? Okay. Well, I am very confused then. We don't have this one, right? I'm not done. Yeah, we haven't done this. There's no check mark. Mushroom. What's this? All right, but they aren't pointing down. Oh, okay. Somewhat damp smell. Let's try this. Shit. What else is pointing down? No, up. Kind of neutral. What are... I mean, these aren't flowers. This is just sitting straight up. Like it's gonna suck up all the water. That can't be it. Are these berries? Oh, wait. Those are kind of pointing down. That could be the right shape. Well, I might have to do a puzzle. Okay. All right, well, that one's fully on me. I just didn't bother actually zooming in to look at anything. Had I, we would have noticed what was pointing down and what wasn't. So that one's on me. Yeah, let's just move on. I remembered. 8 miles to the east. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. I am going to guess that is the great oak. Good boy. Which is right here. 8 miles to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am wrong. Okay. No, I went off the right thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I click on the wrong? No, I clicked on the right thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. Wait. I'm a dum-dum. Gosforth. Is that a town? Like, is this actually just a coin for a town? Gosforth. Maybe that's what this coin has been for the whole time, for this puzzle. Although I'm not seeing a Gosforth. Oh, there it is. There it is. Gosforth. Okay. It's filling back up on its own, but we'll get it there a little quicker. A very little quicker. All right, Gosforth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. New plants acquired! Okay. Don't think we have anything else worth working on at the moment. Hi, Thora. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And now, of course, he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way. I'm worried about him. Okay, well... we need to figure out what these are, then. Red cap's spongy texture. Okay, mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings. The candle's not being affected by that. I was seeing if any of our mushrooms would do anything. Gills on the other side of those mushrooms seep a milky fluid. Oh, we know that one. Yeah, okay. Well, let's save us some time here then. This is Bishop's Parasol. It does say it can be treatment for stomach pains. So we could potentially use that, maybe? Let's keep looking, try and see if we need to find something more specific, though. Butterdale. Is that the frickin' plant that smells of butter? Flowers smell buttery to some people, yeah. You know what? We're just getting ahead of things now. Butterdale. Wait, why didn't it? Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protection against all manner of affliction of the mind. Use of cautery not well known. Some say applications are dark magic. Dead man's fingers. This fungus typically found in dense forest, protruding through the mulch. A glance at his computer. Okay, well. Got that marked for later. Strengthen and resolve the mind. Corpse's friend. The corpse's friend. Okay. Okay. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow. It has a lightly pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling a root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Okay, so this is important, though. Strong and leathery. Trying to get ahead while we have this stuff right in front of us. Do any of our leaves look like this? Petals fall easily. Light, pleasant scent. Overpowering, that's definitely not it. Damn, I was hoping we could get ahead of it, but there's just too many options here and I'm not seeing anything. Alright, but we know we should be able to identify this stuff. I'll stop getting ahead of us, sorry. It's not my fault. Scent it produces overpowering. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect is worn off. Okay. Farmers worry. I still think we give it the Bishop Parasol, though. Treatment for stomach pains. And it doesn't really say what kind of pain this causes. Severe fatigue. Okay, severe fatigue. So we want to treat fatigue, not stomach pain. Do we have something that treats fatigue? I feel like we do. I'm just gonna have to go back to the start of the book, though. Psychic abilities. Stomach pain, yeah. Skin rashes for Butterdale. Hypothermia. Afflictions of the mind. Help the dead find peace. Open any lock. Tawdries for spellcraft. Eye strain. Curse. It's not the dead man's fingers. Before going into battle, that's for courage. We know it's not the Duranthium. We know it's not the Devil's Night Trap. Ember Soul. It's protection. That's the antidote for the poison, which is absolutely one of these. Last petal to secure Black Blood's reverse. Okay, since I'm looking at this right now, we're gonna grab this. Elderfenium or whatever. Yeah. That is absolutely one of the 5, undoubtedly. Evilum, stimulate the sense and rejuvenate aching bones. That's not really fatigue, though. We need something to be awake. Improve eyesight. Energy boost. We want Fever Kiss. which is the red-berried plant, or the yellow-berried plant, right? It's wild coal. Where'd this shit go? Fever kiss. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Okay. Let me make sure I read this right. At the expense of severe fatigue. Okay, so we keep looking then. Friendship. Sleeping drought. That's the opposite of what we want. That's our poison. Digestive trouble. That's for light. Stomach distress. Chuck's memory. Harlequin blue. That's spirits of the dead. Pain relief. We could try hop heart. Jacob's worth. That points the way. That's just for pain. Memory deterioration. Afflictions of the heart. Drain a person's mental faculties. Lift curses. Okay. Fourth to lift a curse. So let's get the long Veracund real quick, too. Alright, so that's our fourth and our fifth plant for that later. Help prevent the mind from wandering. Test confidences. Pass unnoticed. Aura of confidence. Side effect of a bucket of cold water thrown over the face. Maybe we want the Norwood again? That would cure fatigue. Okay. Air quality. Gastric again. Uncover that which is hidden. That's the one we used for that. The Wren. Do we need the Wren for this? Third is the Fear Bringer. We don't know the Ankle Grabber or the Fear Bringer yet. We know the Corpse's Friend, we just don't know what flower it is yet. Relief Swiss Snare. Sheep Snap. Good Fortune. Witchcraft. Edible mushroom with some medicinal properties. Did I get this wrong? When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Memory alter. This is highly poisonous. This improves hearing. That's for relationships. Unwanted souls. That's the gold. Moving. Said to induce fear. Third is the fear bringer. Okay. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thick leaves. Unpleasant scent, too. Oh, look, I bet that's it. I'm gonna throw that up here. I mean, those look dainty. Alright, I bet that's our fear bringer. Okay, so we just don't know what the second one is there. I guess maybe I should figure out what the fuck Thora needs, though, huh? Including easing symptoms of infection, no. Extreme cold. That's the repellent. Alright, I don't know what to do. I mean, we have to have the mushroom right. The only other thing that makes sense wouldn't cause any problems from being eaten. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue. I don't know. Do I go through the book again? Every time it's been a question mark, it's been something we've already had. It's gotta be something we already have. Eye strain. We don't want to give him this, it's just going to curse him. Don't need courage. I don't know why donor weed would do anything. He's not poisoned by the dendra. Ember Soul wouldn't help. Known to improve eyesight at night. I mean, the fever kiss made the most sense. So the Gandry root can help with digestive troubles. My chair. I think we have the glow horn. I mean, this has to be the glow horn. What am I missing here? Well, I have to stop my timer. Memory. Powerful defense mechanism. Curing afflictions of the heart. Maybe lift curses? I mean, we know where that one is if we want to try it. Bound to secrecy, mind wandering, pass unnoticed, it's decorative. Sharp focus, persuasiveness, gastric distress and anxiety. We've got so many different things for gastric distress. The Wren doesn't do anything other than detect poison. This is for Swift Snare. What if I just give her this? Can it at least be the fun one? That's at least the fun one. I think what I'm gonna do is take a break. And we will come back to this. I'm worried I've just read too many and I don't know. I mean, we're at the end of the episode. Maybe I'll just scrounge around until I can figure out what it is on my own. Because I feel like I'm at a massive loss here. So we'll pick it back up next time once I think I have an idea finally. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't, please email me and tell me why.